Hey guys, so in today's video I am going to be doing nails inspired by the style of Zulay's nails. So basically I'm going to be doing long nails. They definitely have to have flowers in them. I don't really have huge gemstones to do a cluster, but that's definitely something that I was going to put into the video. So basically just doing something that I think Zulay's nails would do. I'm going to be using these nail tips from Shein. This is the longest I've had. This is the longest square tips I have. I do know that Zulay likes square tips. So let me size them out. I will cut the sides of the nails because they do have a huge C curve on them and they usually look more chunkier on my nails because I have wide nail beds. So I'm going to try and cut them and try and make sure that I don't turn them into a tapered square. I do know that she used to like tapered square, but I think she gravitates more to square. So yeah, I hope I don't end up with tapered square as I cut these down. I am also cutting the sides of the nails so that they don't, like the little plastics don't stick out of my nails. That's something I like to do a lot because I struggle to ensure that these little nibs or the plastics that are close to the cuticle area like stay flat. So I just cut them off just to make sure that the nails don't look too bad where the tip meets the natural nails. I do also have rubber-based gel on my nails, and this is a hack that I learned from Anne Elizabeth, and ever since watching her use builder gel, it's not rubber-based. Did I say rubber-based? I think I said rubber-based, but I meant builder gel. Ever since seeing her use builder gel on her nails just to cover them as a protective layer, I started doing the same, and that has been helpful for the protection of my nails, and it does not have any negative effect on the retention of my nails. So before I start, let me try this again. It is 10:13 a.m. Hopefully I remember to show the time when I finish doing this nail set. So I hope I don't forget to show the time just so I can see how long it takes me to do this nail set in general. So now that I have given these nails a lipo, just like Zulay would say, I actually like the square. It is dirty, but let's ignore that, okay? I'm liking the square. It's not too tapered. It's still square, but at least less C-curved, as you can see, because I did cut the C-curve on the sides. So I didn't even cut off the number of the nails because we're trying to keep them as long as she would like, but this is not as long as she has them, but this is the longest I have. So yeah, we know that she goes really long. So yeah. Wow. Okay. So on the day that I tell myself that I'm serious with, keeping track of how long it's going to take me to do nails, I decided to take a break. And I don't usually take breaks when I do my nails. I just do my nails in one sitting. And anyway, let's try that again. I did take a break. I don't know how long the break was, but it's 10:44, so I don't think it's that bad. Did I start at 10:30? I don't remember. Anyway, so I am going to use this white acrylic that I have right here to do acrylic flowers. And I'm going to do that on my... Okay, maybe I should just wet my nail with monomer, but I want to encapsulate the flowers because I remember seeing Zulay encapsulating flowers. I don't ever remember seeing anyone else do it. I'm sure there are other people who've done it before, but the only person I know who did it is Zulay. I don't think this brush is good enough for that because why are all the bristles, like all my brushes, I think it's the way I stored them, because why on earth are they like this? Okay, I'm gonna try and okay, no, let me wipe that off because what on earth is this? What on earth is that? Oh wow, I don't know what's going on today, but it's definitely not going my way, whatever is going on. So I'm gonna try and use maybe this one because that was a number 2 from Shein. This is a number 6. I don't know, I feel like this is too big, but I want to try the roses. I've never done roses before, so I'm just hoping I do it right. Because already I'm not even good with flowers in general. I know she flattens them out like that and then she'll come back and do other petals on top of them. I really don't know how that works, but I am gonna try my best and let's see how that goes. If that doesn't go well, then oh well, I tried. I really did try. Okay, that's not looking good already. That is not looking too good already, you guys. What on earth is this? I feel like I'm gonna even end up having to file this off. Maybe I should just stick to normal flowers, because what on earth am I doing? I don't know what that is, but that's definitely not what I'm going for. So the rose is a fail. Let's start over. Okay, I did file that off and let's try that again. And this time around, I'm just gonna stick to a basic flower because I don't know what I was trying to do when I hardly mastered the actual like simple flower. So anyway, ambitions. Always aim to do better in life. I think maybe I should have mixed this flower with a little bit of orange because this set is gonna be orange. Okay, I think I should. This is what happens when you do a set without any plan. I'm gonna use the Bling Girl number 40 color. I'm gonna mix it with that girl. Okay, let's see how that goes. I am not good at this, so please don't judge. Can hardly even see the orange at this point, but okay, it's fine. I don't know how I was supposed to pick that up for the orange to show at the bottom right here because it's showing underneath instead. But okay, let's see how that is supposed to go. Oopsie. Okay, that one dried in there, so let's take that out. I'm gonna keep trying and I'm gonna get it right, okay? And I'm also trying to make these flowers not too big because they are going to be encapsulated. So okay, I don't know how to feel about that. Is it doing the things? The light is like reflecting too much on it that you can't really tell how it looks, but I think that's good enough. And then I'm gonna do multiple flowers like that. Okay, I'm trying my best, and I think I should just make leaves here and there, like random leaves, like petals rather. Alright, and then I am going to be using this Bling Girl BG11. If you know, you know. This has been my favorite and I've been using it very slowly so that I don't run out of it. I haven't been able to go to Bling Girl to get more. This is a shimmery acrylic and I love this acrylic. Also, Zulay likes a lot of bling and a lot of glitter, so this is glittery. I am going to use this to do my ombre and my Frenchies for this nail set. I know that she always speaks about how she used to struggle with Frenchies, but you know, practice has helped her for the most part, so that's exactly what I'm doing as well. Just practicing. It is hot, so this is like drying a little bit faster than I wanted to, so I'm just trying to make sure that I do this before it dries. And my brush has been giving me problems because I haven't stored it well the past entire year. Wow, I am working like a beginner. Like, it's taking me back to when I started using acrylic acrylic and I was just ruining my brushes. Like, this brush is ruined and it's not cheap, darling. It is not cheap, but it has been ruined and I'm forcing myself to still get some use out of it, but the bristles are just not bristling, and I know it's because of the way I stored it. Oh my word. Please store your brushes well, you guys, because Kolinsky is not cheap. Okay, so now that we have the nude laid, I'm gonna go in with the orange for the ombre and also for the Frenchie. I'm gonna try and keep the application very thin because I still want to encapsulate these colors. I am using Bling Girl once again, and right now I am seeing that this orange is separating and I see a bit of clear in the acrylic, and I'm not liking that because I've been very disappointed with Bling Girl lately because I did do this the purple set and I struggled with the light purple because it had a lot of white. I'm just gonna shake this up because I see a lot of orange and clear in between the orange, and I don't think I can see it properly like you can see it properly on camera, but it has patches of clear on it, so I'm hoping that shaking that up did help a little bit. But like I said, I want to keep these very thin. It is hot, so everything is just drying too quickly, and I'm trying not to drag too much because am I even doing this right? You know, oh my word. I think this flower acrylic is getting hot because my finger is burning a little. Okay, weird because I did that finger first and I even took a break. Okay, I think I'm gonna cover the part that's not too opaque with a little bit of glitter. And then I'm gonna go in and do the same thing on this finger. I am working so fast. I am not used to this only because the acrylic is drying too quick because it's hot. I'm thinking working with smaller beads would help with this because then I don't have much acrylic to move around. As you can see, that is the clear that I keep telling you that the acrylic keeps separating. You see a little bit of clear in some patches. So it's forcing me to apply more than I actually want to because I do want to keep the layers very thin. But if they separate and they give you clear patches, then anyway, frustrations. And it's so sad because I really put Bling Girl at high regard, especially as a South African business. I hope I am correct to say that this is a South African business, right? Let me see. I don't know, but I really believe it's a South African business. I've always believed it is. I'll do my research. So I am quite disappointed when it's not doing its thing, and I'm like, oh my word, are we forced to buy things from outside the country? Because they're expensive, you know? Things from outside the country are expensive. So what should we do now when our local companies are disappointing? But I think if we were to give them feedback and then they take the feedback as, you know, constructive criticism, and then they take that and they improve their services, then we wouldn't have a problem. So it's just, I don't know how to go about doing that with Bling Girl. Who do I talk to? Do I post this on social media? I mean, I'm gonna post this on YouTube, but how do I get their attention to see what their products are doing and how they're reacting? Maybe maybe they can tell me what I'm doing wrong, you know? Maybe it's a mistake on my side instead. I hope I get big enough to the point where I can have that much of an impact when it comes to, you know, criticisms, when it comes to like nail products in South Africa. And I don't mean like negative criticisms. I'm talking about positive criticism, like, you know, putting my 2 cents that could help improve the business's products and stuff. Because if we keep quiet, they're gonna think we're okay with what they're providing, when in fact it's not really as cool, because we have a lot of white, like this acrylic separates like crazy. I swear there's acrylic there, but it looks like I didn't apply acrylic. It has a lot of wavy signs, and I feel like you can't really see it on camera. It looks wavy with patches of clear here and there. Anyway, so my plan of keeping the layer very thin is not going as planned, but it's fine. We can make it work. I don't even remember how this acrylic was when I first did my first orange set, and I think it was also a floral set. In fact, I think it was the first floral set I've ever done. Like that was the first time I did acrylic flowers. I think I was using this orange, and I think that was the last time I used the orange. I don't remember. Oh no, I did have a short orange set, but I don't remember it being like this. I really don't, unless it's a monomer problem, like because I haven't done my nails in so long, I'm still using the old monomer that I have. Does monomer expire? Because maybe that's the issue and not the acrylic. But you know what, we live, we learn. Right, so now that we have all the acrylic laid like that, I am going to be using this glitter that I got from Pretty Nails Uncut when she gifted me, when I won the giveaway, her giveaway. Still grateful to this day. If you haven't watched the video, please go and watch it. I'm gonna pour some of this glitter right here because I want to use it on my nails, and I am not like the professional nail techs who can use, you know, acrylic with glitter and stuff. I struggle with that, so I am going to use base coat with a different brush and just put those onto my nails. If any of you know a better way of placing these on your nails, please let me know. Give me advice. Leave a comment in the comment section below, because this is a learning progress. I have so many thoughts running on my mind right now, and I feel like lately in my videos I've been very quiet, like while I film, only because I am not only focusing on doing the nails, but I'm also in my thoughts a lot. And I'm thinking about right now, like currently I'm thinking about turning this hobby into an income stream, like doing other people's nails, taking in clients, like be serious about that. But I'm also afraid that what if like me doing that changes my love for it, because I used to draw, I used to sketch, and people would ask me to sketch for them. Excuse the noises outside, like honestly I don't know which time is better for me to be like doing nails. I don't want to do nails at night because I like to keep my windows open, and when I have a lot of light and my windows open and my curtains open, like the light bugs come and they bug me. Maybe that's why they call bugs, because they bug. But anyway, I also just like doing my nails during the day, so you know, I have enough time for this monomer smell to leave my place. Not that I don't like the smell of monomer, but anyway, I derail like I always do when I voice note my friends. But what I'm saying is I would like to turn this into a actual business, and every time I advertise myself I get so nervous. I don't know if it's like an introvert thing, but I really get so nervous, and I just feel like, why am I doing this? Like, am I gonna enjoy it? You know, I've like I said, I used to sketch, and people would ask me to sketch them, and I'll tell them that I'm self-taught, I'm not a professional artist or whatever, and then when I'd sketch for them, and then they would give me feedback which was not necessarily constructive, you know. It would demotivate me the way they would tell me how that didn't look like them or whatever, and I'm like, but I warned you from the beginning that I am not a professional artist. So I kind of feel like that, like with nails, I'm like, yeah, I would like to provide this service because I am a student, and I know a lot of students do like nails, and a lot of people are encouraging me to do that. I'm not licensed, I'm not a licensed nail tech, but it would be a good way to help students like get their nails done. I mean, I feel like my style is quite different. I don't do very, I want to say basic nails. I'm just always over the top and stuff. So it does attract a lot of people, and I do get a lot of requests from people saying that I should start doing this as a business and stuff. But I get so nervous. I really do. I'm like, should I even get like license for this? I'm like, do I really want to ruin what, like, this is the one thing that is sacred to me and it keeps me sane. So I don't want anyone ruining this part of my life for me, because I already feel like I haven't sketched in years. I don't know if it's because of the, you know, unconstructive or inconstructive or destructive criticism that I would get. I don't know if it's because of that or I just fell out of love with it. But I mean, if it's the latter, then what a coincidence, because it happened at the time where I was getting, you know, like destructive criticism about my drawings and stuff. So I think that's why I'm quite protective about this hobby of mine. But I'm also seeing how much I'm losing out on the business side of this if I were to be very practical about it, you know? Okay, so I have all the glitter where I want it. Usually with flowers, Zulay would put like rhinestones in the middle, but because we're encapsulating this, I think she usually use these caviar beads, and because we have an orange set, I think it would be best to use the gold caviar beads instead. So I'm gonna try and put those, and I'm gonna try use the big ones depending on how it looks, and I'm gonna use this Wendy Beauty glue gel to put those on. So I'm just gonna put a blob in the middle like that. I think I'm gonna use the small ones, yeah, and put like 3 of them. Oh my word, this is squeezing out. Relax. I don't like when my stuff is sticky. Like, look at that, it's just sticking on dirt, and oh my word. Anyway, so let's try and put those in there, and I'm gonna try to put like 3 or whatever, because I think I do remember her having a set like this, like orange. Actually, I should look for that because I have watched almost her entire videos on YouTube, like almost all of them, not all of them, just almost all of them. Alright, so now that everything is cured, I am gonna go ahead and encapsulate everything. Funny enough, I am actually watching Zulay's nails as I do my own nails. As you can see, her new Z-Hole acrylic collection scoop. Love watching her while I do my nails as well. She's very entertaining. Anyway, this is gonna be like an interesting encapsulation because I have never encapsulated flowers before. I'm trying very hard to work with wet beads, but also not too wet because the surface of the nail is not flat, so it's gonna be kind of hard for me to chase after the acrylic, but it's also really hot, so I'm just afraid that the acrylic might dry on me before I'm ready for it to dry. I am liking how I have been with my nails lately. I think after the break that I took, coming back to do the nails, I am more, I want to say careful, but I'm also like, I want to say, I don't know how to put it. Like, it just goes to show that I did take a break, and maybe that's why I was a lot sloppy before I took the break, because I just wanted to get the videos done and I had stopped enjoying it. And I think I did say this in one of my previous videos, and this is probably like gonna be the 8th video of the year or something, and I'm still talking about this. But for a person who just did my nails, it kind of feels like I just got back. I haven't posted anything yet. I still have to edit all my videos, and then I want to make sure that my first video coming back is on the 1st of 2025. We're still in November, if you haven't noticed. Oh, you probably have, because I did show you the time on my phone. We just started November. Okay, I feel like I am gonna file into some of my flowers. I'm just hoping I don't file into the caviar beads, because what on earth, you know, because I can see the nail bulking up, but I'm also like, I'm gonna need to give this nail a lipo at the end of the day. But anyway, let's do what we need to do. Wow, when I say I've been working like a beginner, this is exactly what I mean. I do need a new brush. Can't wait to, you know, be at a position where I can get myself a new Kolinsky brush. I definitely ruined this one, and I'm forcing myself to get a few more uses out of it because, child, like I said, this ain't cheap. It ain't cheap. Okay, my smile line isn't looking too good, but I am going to file that. So I'm gonna encapsulate everything also, and hopefully we'll get like a proper looking nail after filing everything. Anyway, one of my other thoughts that I've been having is family. I don't know about you guys, like I love people, but I also don't like being around people. And it's kind of hard to explain because as an introvert, I like being alone and I feel like I do thrive in my own space. But I also notice how when I'm around the right people, how rejuvenated I feel after being around them and how happy I feel. And so I also like family. Like I also watch other people and how they interact with their families and stuff. I unfortunately don't have that. Like I don't know what it is, but we don't have like a very, very strong family bond, like especially on my dad's side. And I have a lot of cousins that I last saw when I was young. Some we grew apart, and I guess some of them it's just how life turned out, and some of them might be our deeds, like maybe something I did or something they did to me or I did to them, But I feel like we should be able to forgive each other and move on in general. But I don't feel like my family has that. Like when I watch other people's families, they get together and do all of that, and I'm like, wow, I haven't done that in years with my own family. In fact, I'm not in contact with a lot of my family, so that's why I actually really value my friendships the way that I do, because these are the people I have in my life by choice, and they've been very, very valuable to me. Like I might not be able to show how grateful I am for them right now because of situations like my current situation. I'm not in a situation where I can express myself the way I want to. I am a giver, so I usually express my gratitude through giving, and it's been very frustrating, like for the past few years, not being able to do that for the people around me because I decided to take the risk and actually leave my job and go back to school to pursue my dreams, which is a very, very difficult sacrifice to make, because when you are one of the people who were very helpful financially at home and then now you leave your job and now you need support from home, it is quite a difficult transition. And I just told myself, you know what, this is better than what I will potentially run into in the future. If I don't do this, I will probably struggle in the future, and it's going to be hard for me to go back to school, probably because of my age and because the bursaries also have age limits, some of them. So that was also like one of the things I had to think about, like, okay, it's either now or never, and it's gonna hurt, but it's gonna be worth it in the end. So let's just go through this. It's gonna be a hard period, but it's gonna be worth it compared to if I just stayed and just to make sure that we're okay at that time. But I know that we would struggle in the future, looking at how the economy is and how things are changing and how expensive things are getting, and so anyway, I derailed again, which is actually starting to make me feel like, what if I have like ADHD? But that's not a good thing because self-diagnosis is just so unprofessional to do. But I find myself derailing a lot. I don't know if it's because I stay alone, I hardly talk to anyone, and I have a lot of these thoughts, and that happens a lot even when I voice note my friends. Like I could be talking about something and then I derail and I'm into another topic, and next thing I'm talking about a lot of things. I'm like, maybe these are all the thoughts that I have that I was not able to express or talk about because I don't really talk about anything to anyone in general, which is another digress, by the way. So let me carry on what I was saying. So the whole family thing, when I watch other people's family dynamics, and I know no family is perfect, but other families have each other's backs, like it's so crazy. Like when I watch that, I'm like, wow, I wish I had that. So I would see my cousins as cousins of mine that I haven't seen in years, and I was so happy to see her online. And I'm like watching her and I'm following her, and I'm like, okay, she is not reciprocating. Like I'm trying to get to talk to her, I'm trying to reach out, and I'm like, you know what, let me stop doing this because I don't know what she was told. She probably doesn't have a liking for me because of what she was told, and maybe she's just trying to keep her distance, and I'm here trying to reach out, and maybe she thinks I'm just being nosy or whatever. So it kind of did sadden me because I was like, all I wanted to do was just to reconnect, and that's all. So I mean, I guess it's life. And I just got to a point where I resort to like the people that I choose in my life will be my family. It doesn't necessarily have to be the people with the same last name as I do, because what's that anymore to this world? You know, what is that anymore? Anyway, let me know in the comment section if you have a good relationship with your family, or you are at a position where now your immediate family is your only family that you can rely on, like, you know, your husband or your wife, your kids, and no one around you, like no aunts really, no cousins really, like you don't have those relationships with, you know, people from either your mom's side or your dad's side. But it's usually the dad's side that is like problematic, and I'm like, why is it usually like that? And it's not just like an African thing or a South African thing. I see even in like other countries, like when people create content, you just see like we have like that is like one common thing that we also have. One of the common things that we have culturally, that the dad's side is usually the problematic side. And I'm like, why is that? That is so crazy. Anyway. One eternity later, and I am back with nails that are filed. I definitely took my time this time around, and it's so crazy that today that I'm actually on top of my game with keeping track of time, I decide to take too much of my time or breaks in between, which is something I hardly do when I do nails. But anyway, I do have rhinestones here. I mean, what Zulay nail set would it be without charms, right? I don't have really big and chunky, not charms, but bling. I don't have chunky or big bling to do a cluster, so I'm just gonna use what I have right here. And I am not good with bling placements, so I'm going to be placing them separately so I know what I should do or place on my nails. I am not like Zulay, where she can just freestyle the bling placement and then it looks nice as she places them. I can't do that. They look a mess, so I have to plan my bling placement so at least it looks decent enough. Right, so there we have the charms cured. I did end up bringing out these picture frame looking like. I like those. I also got these from Shein. I don't think I've ever used these, but anyway, I don't remember. I'm going to be using this Bling Girl top coat, and I'm gonna top off these nails. I don't know how I feel about these nails. I really don't know how I feel about these nails, but you know, we're here now. I don't know, a part of me just felt like I really don't know what I was expecting, honestly, when I did these nails. But anyway, we're here now, like I said. What I do like about these nails though is their shape. I think I did a pretty good job in making sure that these are not too wide, because that's the reason why I wouldn't like square nails, because they just make my nails look even wider than they already are. So that's why I didn't like to use square nails. My cuticle work isn't looking too good on this nail. I don't know. And also I feel like the clear is cloudy. Oh my word. I am so disappointed. Oh, the clear is not clearing, my darling. Oh, this is so disappointing. I don't know. Maybe I should try and... What? Is that hair encapsulated? Oh my gosh. What is happening with the set? Oh wow. Right, so there we have the cured nails. Before I get into how I feel about the nails, let me do that while I apply cuticle oil using this cuticle pen. I don't know, I like to just apply cuticle oil wherever I see dryness on my nails, but I am kind of underwhelmed with how these nails turned out. I don't even think Zulay would be proud to say that she would wear something like this. Because these are inspired by her, and I mean, I would have loved to have a cluster. I've never had cluster nails before, so yeah, it is something I am hoping I can get to do one day, sometime. But yeah, I'm really underwhelmed, especially because my middle fingernail is cloudy and it's supposed to be the clear one where you see the flowers very nice. And even when I started encapsulating, I did change my monomer just like you should. And I started with this nail when I encapsulated, so that if the monomer does get like contaminated, at least it's not on the clear nail. And I mean, I tried to apply wet beads, so I'm guessing the problem is definitely with me and I still need to learn and improve. But this is how the nails are looking. Like I said, I am a little underwhelmed, but they're not too bad. Honestly, it's just this one really disappointed, and it was supposed to be the star of the show. Anyway, the whole point is to look good, because when you look good, you feel good, and when you feel good, you'll do good, right? Right. So if you've watched this video all the way to the end, please leave a bouquet of flowers in the comment section to let me know that you've watched this far. I really appreciate you watching the entire video. I hope you've learned a thing or two or three, four, five. And also, please leave any suggestions about how I could have improved this nail set. Also, please stay tuned for my next video, and to do so, please subscribe so that you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye. Oh, and once again, I forgot to show what time I finished, and I finished filming around like 10 to 15 minutes ago. I was just taking pictures right now, so it actually 13:32. I would say it took me about 3.5 hours to do my nails. I just need to learn to remember to, show timestamps so that I see how long it takes me to do these nails, because I mean, what's the point if I keep forgetting? But yeah, and funny enough, I am still watching Zulay's nails. We love her. Queen.